Sawadee Kap, I'm JP Mestanza. Welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by pbcphuket.com. A Myanmar woman who entered the country illegally and worked at a market here in Phuket, she's been located and taken to Vashida Phuket Hospital. She had fled the hospital in Phang Nga province last night, where she was taken to be tested for COVID-19 after complaining of a stomach ache and dizziness. She told medical staff at Dakwapa Hospital that she had illegally entered Thailand 3 months ago and worked at a market in Phuket. Medical staff believed she was a flight risk, so they called the local police to keep an eye on her. But nearly 3 hours later, at about 11 p.m. last night, she managed to flee the hospital in Phang Nga province. She was found this morning by health officers. No explanation as to how, but they did take her to Vashida Phuket Hospital to take a COVID-19 test, the results of which are still pending. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. Thailand welcomed 39.8 million tourists last year, and at the start of this year, the Tourism Authority of Thailand projected the country would see about 42 million arrivals until the COVID-19 pandemic hit. Now, it's looking more like we'll have closer to 7 million tourists total this year, and the Finance Ministry is saying it could take 4 years to get back to potentially welcoming in nearly 40 million tourists again. The projection was announced by the Finance Minister, Arkom Turnpitaya Paisit, who anticipated that the tourism sector of Thailand could take until 2024 to recoup the nearly 40 million foreign tourist arrivals back to pre-COVID levels. They did project the economy to fully recover in about 2 years' time. In 2019, these nearly 40 million tourists generated revenue worth almost 2 trillion baht, accounting for nearly 12% of Thailand's GDP. But this year, the ban on international tourist arrivals for several months and the COVID-19 prevention measures has seen Thailand, Southeast Asia's second largest economy, projected to contract by 8%, the worst among Asian countries, according to the Asian Development Bank. Next year, officials forecast that 8 million visitors will arrive in Thailand, then 16 million in 2022, 32 million in 2023, and 40 million in 2024. But if there is a vaccine in place, although they did project a faster recovery if the virus is under control in the kingdom. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. Phuket Extra will be right back after this. The Lagoon Saloon Phuket, the LSP, is Phuket Boat Lagoon's newest nighttime venue catering for all private parties. Get in touch via Facebook to discuss. Welcome back to Phuket Extra. The growing rate of obesity and stunted growth among Thai children is concerning to the Department of Health, who say that urgent action is needed to address the issue. The Public Health Ministry reports that over 2018, 2019, and 2020, the obesity rate of children in Thailand was more than the 10% yearly average increase, with 11.8% in 2018, 13.6% in 2019, and 12.78% this year so far. Meanwhile, those children who are short at the same time were also found to exceed target obesity values by 5% to 5.7%, 8.9%, and 5.9% respectively. In Thailand, national surveys have used weight for height to define overweight and obesity in children and adolescents. The Deputy Director General of the Department of Health, Dr. Banchak Kakong, described it as a serious issue and saying they will work with the Education Ministry to integrate more physical activities and nutrition with a plan for next fiscal year to promote more general aerobic exercises for kids for at least an hour a day. Reports have blamed the problem on excessive consumption of sugar and sodium, along with increasing sedentary lifestyles. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. More than 200 kilograms of fishing nets were collected from Shark Point off Koh Yao Yai east of Phuket in an underwater dive cleanup by Thais and foreigners on Tuesday. Officials urged fishermen and the general public to be careful about what waste they discard that ends up in the ocean. Anyone who sees fishermen or tour boats leaving trash in the sea are urged to call the local Marine Resources Office at 076-679-130. 13 new COVID-19 cases in Thailand today, all of them once again a mix of Thais and foreigners arriving from abroad, raising the total to 4,039 for the nation. 94% of patients have recovered, as 147 patients are currently in hospitals still nationwide. The death toll is still 60. And that's it for Phuket Extra today, brought to you by PVCPhuket.com. For safe, secure, and soundproof windows, visit PVCPhuket.com. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks again for watching. Until tomorrow, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000 and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.